Hey guys, Ultra Maximus back with a fan choice review. This time we're taking a look at the iGear-TF005 Shark Attack Squad. This is the iGear's version of the Sharkticons. And I'm really digging this box. I think this is a really cool looking set. I got this from Big Bad Toy Store on a Black Friday sale, which was really cool. I have been wanting this set. It was between this and the Sharkies, and after looking at some reviews online between the two, I think this is probably the better set, personally, I think. So, looking at the package itself, I'm really digging this look. We got the Sharkticons come swimming out of the depths. We got this nice kind of very eerie green glow from wherever they're swimming from. We got the green eyes, kind of like an anglerfish or something, and then if you look, there are actually bubbles coming up out of the water, which is really cool. We got the tagline, "Till all are fun," which is really nice. I do like that. Here is the top of the package. So it's got the iGear TF005 logo, Cyber Shark to Robot Warrior at the back again, and then it has kind of this nice little outline of the sharks. The TF005 iGear logo on that side, and on this side as well. Here's the back of the package. Really quick, we got this nice write-up of the sharks, which we'll kind of go over, and then we have kind of a wire model of each one of the sharks, and there are three, obviously. We have Brody, Hooper, and Quint, which is very cool. I love the names. Of course, if you are a Jaws fan, you know who these characters are. You've got Sheriff Brody, you've got Hooper, who was, I believe Hooper was Richard Dreyfuss's character, and then Quint, who's the kind of fisherman guy. So yeah, definitely cool stuff. And then we've got a write-up here that says, "The Shark Attack Squad, or SAS, are pack animals of singular mind and communal action. They are not comfortable in units numbering less than 3 and are much more suited to larger collectives. They are more docile and placid this way and are easier to control, hence a strong urge to troop build." That's hilarious. Of course, the problem with doing that is you have more mouths to feed, and the second they run out of food is the second they run out of loyalty. No one knows where the SAS came from, but the Quintessons, were not above using them for their dirty work when they found them. Rumors are they are a self-replicating tribe from the very early days of the planet Cyber, before the Great War, who mysteriously vanished from the planet. In their downtime, the squad like to compare their various battle scars, with some linguists have theorized they have over 1,500 different words for scars, and that what little caste system they do have may be based on war wounds. So that's kind of interesting. Just kind of a cool little write-up. And each one of these guys has a different look, and we'll see that when we get the figures out. So let's go ahead and get the Shark Attack Squad out of box and see what they look like. Alright, so here we have the Shark Attack Squad out of package, and I must say, I'm really impressed with them. This is probably the best made third-party set of toys I have ever held in hand. The plastic quality is as good as something, or better than you would get on the shelf. And the colors are nice. I love the paint. There's a lot of detail I like. There are a few minor things that I've got gripes about, but again, they're just gripes. Overall, they're really nice, and they're really pointy. I will tell you that. This is not a set for kids at all. There is no safety to these things. So before we actually look at the figures themselves, let's look at some of the things that it came with. They came with these little sets of cards that are really thick. They are very, very cool stuff. We've got each figure has its own character. So there is Brody, and Brody has some red on the front of him to designate him, I suppose, and his face. He's just got this little scowl, and I'm presuming he's the leader of the group. Sheriff Brody, why not? And then we've also got Hooper. And Hooper's kind of got this goofy grin on his face and a scar, which is very cool stuff. And then we also have Quint. And Quint looks like the grizzled one. He's got an eye patch, and he's very unhappy. He's got kind of a growl on his face. And then it also comes with the instruction sheet, which actually is pretty cool stuff. I suppose it's a comic book type thing. We got the Sharkticons attacking a shuttle. I don't know if that's supposed to be lockdown or what. Then we got the Sharkticons attacking Grimlock there. He's catching one on fire. We've got Wheelie. They're just all attacking. And then we get a close-up of our Sharkticons at the bottom. And that's the leader. And I think they sold him individually. And he's just a totally different color, which is pretty cool. I may have to pick him up to complete this set. And there are the instructions, pretty simple stuff. So, let's look at the figures themselves. Zoom in just a little. Yeah, overall, I really do like this set. Each one, like I said, has their own color designation on there. We'll start with, looks like Hooper. Kind of a close-up. He's got his goofy little grin. There's also a cut on his right side, which is kind of interesting. I love the multiple rows of teeth. Very cool stuff. I like the gear looking detail. It looks like a ratcheting the jaw back to expose the head. Just all round looks really nice. They're very stable, very solid. The detail on them is spectacular. Of course, he's got a bunch of shark kibble hanging off of the back, but that's okay. Just the ratchety looking joints, just really, really superb. Very, very sharp. The toes are sharp. These teeth are sharp. The teeth up here are sharp. The whiskers are sharp. The top teeth are really sharp. And then you also have these pointy bits down here. All around, very cool stuff. They look like Sharkticons. I mean, you can't really say anything less. So here is Brody. He's got red on the front of him, unlike Hooper, he kind of has a dark blue. And he's just got kind of a frown. He has a gun. Well, they all come with these weapon accessories. They have different guns. I only took one set out because, I mean, they can only hold one weapon at a time. And then here is Quint. And his face is kind of, I think that might be my favorite. And he's kind of got this light teal, greenish looking color marking right here. But yeah, I like his face. I like his growl. And then he's got a black patch that is bolted onto his left eye. And I really do dig that. I think that is very cool stuff. As far as articulation, it's not too terribly bad. They've got some articulation up here at the shoulder, at the elbow joint, at the waist, at the knees, and their feet do swivel. Their heads are on ball joints, so you can get them kind of looking around. The biggest issue with them, you kind of have to angle the bodies down and kind of give them a little bit of a hunchback kind of look so that you can see the head through the teeth. I don't really much have a problem with that. Some people do. It works for me. I'm not that big of a nitpicker on that. If I can get him to stand. Come on, buddy. There he goes. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. Now, here's the other weapon. So he does have a different gun than I gave Brody. Most of the time, you're going to use the Sharkticon tail, which is no big deal. But yeah, overall, I really do like them. They're very solid. The joints are nice and stiff. The biggest complaint I have are with these goofy little shoulder bits right here. And they don't really serve a purpose. I don't know why they did it that way. The problem with these shoulder bits, they pop off because they're just on little pegs. And I mean, I've seen in other reviews people talking about it. They just don't serve a purpose. So I like the look of them. They look good. They should have just made them stationary. I don't know. They're kind of goofy. They flop around and they pop off very easy. They go on back easy, but they're just kind of weird. So let's get these guys into the shark modes and see what we think. Alright, so here we have the Shark Attack Squadron in their Sharkticon modes, and I really, really do like them. They are impressive. They look like modern, updated versions of the G1 Sharkticon, so I guess this would be like a Generations-style Sharkticon. Very impressed. Transformation is very simple, but satisfying. I really did enjoy it. It wasn't too complex. But it did everything it needed to make it look like a little Sharkticon, which is very, very nice. There are some things I have minor gripes about and a little concern on certain things, so we'll talk about that. But looking at the figures, I mean, they look spectacular. The paint, I don't know if it's going to come off, but there's actually a silver flake in this gray, which really, really looks nice. I love the little paint pick detail there, the bottom of the mouth, that nice deep purple. The yellow picks there, the yellow pick up on his forehead. The translucent eyes, I really do like. Some people don't particularly care for these. They like the gold chrome. I think these work well. I mean, they're very translucent and creepy. These little fingers, these little claws are super, super sharp, which is interesting. The fin, the shark fin itself looks really, really nice. I do like it. The back of the body, very cool. Love the detail. The tail is actually on a spin, so you can adjust that around to get the tail to spin to your desire. Again, that kind of little floppity bit. I don't know what the purpose of that is. And then he's got his little feet. Now underneath, you got a little bit of gapage there, so when it does open his mouth, unfortunately, there's nothing under the jaw to give it kind of a solid look, but that's okay. I mean, just looking at it, it's not bad at all. I really, really do like it. Definitely cool stuff. They all are pretty much the same mold in this. The only difference that you can tell are the different paint colors on their chin. So that will tell you which one is which when they are in the shark mode, which is really nice. So, the biggest issue that I have with this mode is actually the antenna. I like how they're very soft rubber, but it's that little bit right there. It's just so small and thin. It just makes me feel like it could break over time. So when you do transform it, make sure to transform it by grabbing the base of it. Don't just blindly pull this, because I think you would rip the little antenna off at some point, which would be very, very unfortunate. So is this something that you want in your Transformers collection? You know, I'm going to say yes. They are definitely cool. The price is not bad, because you get 3 different figures for it, and they're generation size, so these are probably about the same size as a Voyager class figure. In fact, let's go ahead and compare these to a Voyager class beast and see how they look. Here we have the Sharkticons getting ready to eat poor Rhinox. And as you can see, they're very comparable to his size. I do recommend these figures. Personally, I like these better than I do the Sharkies, just because they look more uniform. I think they look closer to the actual G1 Sharkticons. They have a more updated look. They look more aggressive, and they're definitely very well made. So there they are, the iGear-TF005 Shark Attack Squadron, or NOT Sharkticons. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. I appreciate you guys voting this the first Fans Choice review, and look for more of those to come in the future. And as always, please subscribe to my channel, share my videos, and look for more videos in the future.